Alright, so for today's video, I am going to be making chili con carne. In my version, anyways. I know there's different ways to make it. So I kind of wanted to show what I include in this. So what I'm going to be making, because I have a big family of 7 overall, I'm going to make 2 of these bad boys. Going to cook it, maybe dice it up a little bit, and then also with the meat, I'm going to cut it down, make sure that it's not too big, because if you get the Angus beef, it's pretty good to use, but overall though, like, they're pretty big pieces. Like, this is about 1 inch right here. And then when I make mine, because I use, this is about 8 pounds of meat right here. So I'm gonna use about 10 of these Ortega diced jalapeños hot. And what I'm gonna do before I include it in the meat is puree it. So that's up to you whether or not you want to do that. I like to puree it. I'm not going to show that part of the video because it gets pretty loud. But ultimately that's what I do for the diced jalapeños, to give it a nice puree texture. And then also for the El Pato hot tomato sauce, I get the yellow can. These are kind of expensive now. They used to be like 75 cents. Now they're almost $1. Sometimes more than $1 depending where you go. So that's pretty much the foundation of everything. So overall, when you dice the meat, you just want to make sure that that it's not too big but not too small either. And then the same for the beef stew meat. And then again, I got the El Pato. I'm not sure where, depending where you live, if they have it, where you need to go for that. And then also the Ortega diced jalapeños. Alright, so when you're cutting the meat, you want to make sure that it's, pretty decent size, I guess, depending on who's eating it. So that's pretty much what you do for the beef stew. You kind of just toss it in the pot. Alright, so we've already cut the meat up and we have it here in the pot. So as you can see, that it's not very big anymore. Like, it used to be like double the size. And that's just so that way, we want to get an equal amount. We just want big pieces of meat. And then we have the bacon, which you can either cut with scissors, like the Cuisinart. That's what I have, little cutting scissors, or you can use the knife. It just depends on what you want to use, what you're more familiar with. And when you cut it, you want to make sure you have pretty decent sized cuts, but you want to make sure it's not too thick either. Some people like to cook it before they mix it. I really don't think it matters, so I usually just kind of slow cook everything all together. So after this, what I'll end up doing is getting the diced jalapeños, pureeing them, and then using the El Pato cans and then mixing it all together. Once I puree everything and then I open up all the cans and mix it with the meat, I'll show the end results, and then after that, we'll go from there. Alright, before everything gets mixed, I used about 10 El Patos and then 10 of the Ortega diced jalapeños, which I'm going to puree off camera because it gets loud. You don't have to puree it. I just don't like the jalapeños like that. I like it more pureed. That's just a preference of mine. But that's what we're about to do. Alright, I have everything mixed in now. I have the jalapeños have been pureed, and then the El Pato's all been mixed now, and then I put in black pepper, cayenne pepper, garlic salt, and then I might mix in some Goya, I'm not sure yet. And then other things I put in there, of course, not in here, but on the side, of course, I'll have, pinto beans, and then gonna make, just Mexican rice. But that's not part of this video. I just kind of wanted to show, what to do and how to prepare chili con carne the way that I make it.